What's going on YouTube and what up to the Dragon Squad? I'm Ember the Blaze.
I'm Glacier the Iceborne.
And we're Reaction Dragons. If you like the vibe, like and subscribe.
It doesn't cost a dime and helps us go full time.
Do it! Do it!
Do it.
Do it!
Thanks so much for the support, guys. Know what's on the menu for today, Glacier?
We're back at you with one of our favorite shows. It's Avatar The Last Airbender, Book 3, Episode 8, The Puppet Master.
The Puppet Master. And yeah, coming off of a crazy last episode, I feel like Katara and Toph have finally squashed the beef right now. They see eye to eye. They get each other's perspective. And then meanwhile, I feel like Aang has got he's got a priority list or a to-do list. He's got to put firebending, or at least some kind of mastering of firebending on that to-do list towards the top. Because the clock's ticking before the day of the Black Sun, Sozin's comment, all that shit. Yeah, and I don't think he's been firebending at all this. The 8 episodes in, he hasn't firebending at all this season.
Yeah, he's got to find a trainer. I'm wondering if they're going to go find the guy in, I think it was Book 1. I can't remember his name. He had the white hair.
Yeah, I know what you mean. The one that he pretty much Aang was trying to rush the firebending
and he accidentally
Katara.
Yeah, that one.
Either that, I don't know where he is. I don't know if he's in the Fire Nation, but if nothing else, Iroh's probably going to be breaking out any moment now. And I feel like Iroh would be a perfect candidate.
He's not working out for his own well-being. His well-being, but he's also, there's a reason why he's working out that frog.
Exactly. I feel like Zuko is pretty much still, we haven't seen him all last episode, so I feel like at this point he's probably got to contemplate what path he's going to take, because now he knows there's 2 grandfathers on both sides of the coin there, so he's got to pick one side or the other.
The other thing that's interesting about this episode, that being the Puppet Master, I'm wondering how they got the approval from Nickelodeon to do a crossover between this and Sci-Fi, because now Momo's going to have competition. You got Blade, he was part of the Puppet Master, you got a couple of the other dolls that fought, so I'm wondering, do they have bending powers, or do you think they're just going to have the Puppet Masters and, Momo's just going to have to work them like that?
It's a very interesting point. To that I say this. The fuck are you talking about?
Sci-Fi, everyone that knows, look at the Puppet Master. That's what it's called. Read the title.
Momo couldn't even get hockey smoke. You want him to take on a Puppet Master? He needs to stay in his own lane.
I want to know right now. Momo versus Blade from Puppet Master. The guy that had the top hat, the whole black suit, and has knives for hands.
I say this. Picture Blade holding Momo's head. That's what I think. So he's just going to stay in his lane and just worry about doing what the fuck he's got to do. He's got to worry about answering to Appa. Because last time I checked, it's Lord Appa, not Lord Momo. So he needs, like I said, just pick his balance.
I'm glad you brought that up. Appa was basically saying, don't ever talk back hockey. And Momo was just basically yelling with him.
No, I'm pretty sure as soon as Appa did a little bit of a screech, I'm pretty sure Momo shit himself. And I'm pretty sure Hawkeye ate it. But it's neither here or there. Hockey's doing his own little hockey thing. Momo needs to just figure out what he's meant to do in life other than just being Katara's do-rag. But other than that, I'm just ready to get in because, like I said, shit's starting to ramp up. Usually we get a couple of slower episodes and then it just starts hitting the fan 100 miles an hour. So I'm ready to go, Glitch. You ready?
Yep, I'm ready. I want to see who this Puppet Master is.
Yep, let's go. As usual, guys, just take a couple seconds, hit the like button down below. The impressions do lead to more views. As usual, you can catch the full-length watch along to this and much more of our content on our Patreon. Shout out to our existing patrons. We really appreciate you guys. And with that being said, let's fucking go.
Suddenly they heard something down the hall in the dark.
Ghost stories.
I told you Puppet Master making an appearance.
The blade of Wing Fun was haunted!
Make that sound effect.
I thought he was about to talk about actual Blade. Wow. Damn, Momo went to sleep on that.
Is this one of those a friend of my cousin knew some guy that this happened to stories?
No. It happened to Mom.
Damn, got real serious.
While the men went out to search, Mom stayed in the house. When she was alone, she heard a voice.
It's so cold, and I can't get warm.
God damn, man, go fetal position.
Nini's house stands empty to this day. But sometimes people see smoke coming up from the chimney, like little Nini is still trying to get warm.
Ooh, she said with a straight-ass face, too.
I think she just had a better way of telling the story.
Yeah.
Wait, guys, did you hear that? I hear people under the mountain,
Look at them all.
and they're screaming.
Look at Momo. Oh, I just shit. Think that.
All right, now I'm getting scared.
God, Momo, change your face.
Hello, children.
God! Oh, fuck yeah, no, I'd be scared too.
Why don't you come back there for some spiced tea and warm beds?
Yes, please.
Also, I just hummed in my pants.
Alright, it's a little village, that's not too bad. Be like if it's a standalone asylum, I don't know, it's kind of sketchy.
Don't worry, you'll all be completely safe here. Why don't I show you to your rooms and you can get a good night's rest?
Yes, please.
Just don't play any more of that toy piano shit. It's instantly scary no matter what you're saying. Yeah.
This just reeks of Spirit World shenanigans.
Yeah.
I bet if we take a little walk around town, we'll find out what these people did to the environment to make the spirits mad.
I wonder if Yui has anything to do with this.
Yep. Reminds me of when they went to that town. Remember that big-ass monster that used to come in there?
This is a mysterious little town you have here.
Mysterious town for mysterious children.
Alright, the Freya sound.
Every time I play music when she
It's
talks.
bad.
I mean, she's kind of creepy too, but
She seems nice, but yeah.
I wonder if it's misdirect with Avatar. Like, we're gonna make you think it's her, but it's not. Toph,
I'm not
obviously, right?
finished yet.
Too.
Yeah. I'll keep your hands on the ground.
Come on!
Whoa, shit, that's not creepy. This is some
no.
Puppet Master
that's
shit.
pretty creepy.
Oh no, Blade's in there.
Why'd you speak that shit into existence? Now Momo's definitely gonna get the smoke.
Obviously, Momo can take it no problem. You know how powerful he is.
Like, yeah,
Sokka, what are you doing? You're breaking into a private room.
Stop.
I have to see what's in there.
Tower, stop being so naive. There's some fishy shit going on, I bet.
This is crazy. I'm leaving.
Suit yourself. Do it, Toph.
Do it. Easy peasy.
I'll tell you what.
Oh shit! Of course.
An old comb?
It's
That's
my
power.
greatest treasure. It's the last thing I owned from growing up in the Southern Water Tribe.
It's Nini!
Oh shit.
Or do you think it's Nini or...
Oh yeah, what if it is?
But I'm sorry we were sneaking around.
Apology
I
accepted.
actually have one question. What are those fucking
Now
puppets
let's
on there?
get cooking.
No one failed to ask that.
Yeah,
I guess it's
I
time.
don't think I forgot. I remember the puppets.
Hey, why do you have these puppets?
It was over 60 years ago when the raid
See if this lines
started.
up with Katara's story. Oh no, Ash. There's Ash, there's fire.
Yep. God, asshole. Now is this part of that initiative where they're just looking for the Avatar, or is this on some shit like fuck it, we're taking over the tribes?
Yeah.
Maybe
We
that.
did our best to hold them off, but our numbers dwindled as the raids
She's
continued.
all that's left.
Damn.
She was like her generation's Katara, pretty much.
Damn. Down to all, like, yeah, we're gonna have to capture you.
I never thought I'd meet another Southern waterbender. I'd like to teach you what I know so you can carry on the Southern tradition when I'm gone.
Damn.
Damn, we should learn to get more OP'd.
You've got to keep an open mind, Katara. There's water in places you never think about.
That sounds pretty ominous.
Yeah, why did it just switch the tone? What the fuck?
You draw it out of your own pee, like, ole.
I mean, is it technically liquid, or, I mean, it's water bending, so it can't be.
You can take it even further.
Control the fire lilies.
Oh shit. Kills the plant. Damn, cutting through fucking stone.
Holy shit. Those fire lilies died. Ominous.
Tonight I'll teach you the ultimate technique of waterbending. It can only be done during the full moon, when your bending is at its peak.
Don't worry about yo ass, Hamo. You get all these ominous ass vibes. Like, oh, they're just flowers. They're living things.
She's like, man, I'm kind of with her. Fuck them.
Well, she says that about lower life forms.
Just felt something come over me, like I was possessed. Forced me to start walking toward the mountain. I tried to fight it, but I couldn't control it.
She's controlling the water inside him.
So you think that we have water inside us, right?
We're like 80% water.
Why would a spirit want to take people to a mountain?
Oh no! I did hear people screaming under the mountain. The missing villagers must still be
Shit.
there.
Oh shit.
Almost collecting people.
Is it her though? Like who's?
I mean, think about it. She's gonna teach Katara a new skill. What better skill? Oh, you can control someone's water inside their body and literally control them like a puppet.
It makes sense to just like.
Maybe I'm reaching, but
Why would her
Sounds
motive?
legit.
I'm saying, why would her motive be to keep him? Like she's taking Katara to teach
maybe
him.
keep revenge for kidnapping her. I don't know.
I guess we'll see how far it is. If that is true, how far the range is, because they're literally not near the town.
For generations, it has blessed waterbenders with its glow, allowing us to do incredible things.
What the fuck is that?
You're getting off creepy as fuck vibes.
I've never felt more alive.
Hey, this is cool still, because she's like about to
I
do
mean-
some OP attack.
Yeah, whatever. Maybe Katara won't be OP, but
She seems like a normal old woman,
bingo.
but she controls people like some dark puppet master.
Damn,
Oh,
Sokka knows too.
And I passed years developing the skill that would lead to my
She has
escape.
no remorse for lower life forms.
Blood bending.
Blood bending.
Oh shit. That's way darker.
You got blood bending, bro? That sounds fucking ominous as fuck.
You must carry on my work.
I won't. I won't use bloodbending, and I won't allow you to keep terrorizing this town.
I didn't say you had a choice.
Ooh.
I control every muscle,
evil.
every vein in your body.
Remember, you can pull water out of anything, though.
Stop. Please.
Wow, evil as fuck. She just went dark. I mean, technically the Fire Nation did this to her, but
No. You've outnumbered yourselves.
Oh, shit, see? Just like that.
Oh. Should have taught me to drop the water for me. Oh no!
I'll slice you up.
Don't hurt your friends, Katara. And don't let them hurt each other.
Oh no!
Oh shit!
Damn, super dark. I was like literally stabbing him in the fucking face.
No fucks gonna.
Oh, you did it!
Let's go! I told you I'm stronger.
Oh shit, she did it.
Congratulations,
That's what
Katara.
that was what she wanted.
You're a bloodbender.
God.
I mean, what? I wouldn't feel bad about it. Hey, I used it on the grandma. And see, look, you had to use it on her.
Now she's gonna feel guilty like shit.
Now you had to use a guitar. I mean, that's like the same shit like some Ozai shit.
Yeah, I was laughing like the Joker, like, my ace in the hole was Katara. Holy shit, the Puppet Master, Glacier, what you think?
Oh, this definitely was dark. I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I mean, even from the get-go, it was kind of like a little bit dark, like with the whole little kid ghost stories.
Yeah,
But I
ghost
kind of like
stories
that
are
little horror movie vibe. I love watching horror movies, so I liked how they kind of tied it in a little bit, like a little bit of scariness. I like that Momo was the brave one out of all of them, obviously, for obvious
No,
reasons.
he just went from being Katara's do-rag to being Aang's scarf, because Aang was using his ass, oh, hide me.
Yeah, but you saw his face. He never made a scary face.
Bitch, he was smiling like a donut the whole episode. What are you talking about?
He was like this. Like if you were watching him like posing for UFC fights.
Maybe in his brain, some projection of him was doing that. Meanwhile, he was like,
Meanwhile,
pretty much Pikachu
also,
face the whole time.
yeah, but also what happened at the middle of the episode? Apple tried to eat the lettuce, and he's like, "Spit that out. You know who the king is. You know Ember's wrong about me." He's like, "Yes, master."
Apple's like, this tastes like the inside of an ass. You can have it. And it's got all my spit all over, so enjoy that too.
Well, no, seriously, this episode's badass though.
Yeah, I mean, it just went like dark. I mean, Ahama was giving off creepy vibes the whole time. The fact that every time she said shit, it would play like creepy, like it was less of like a toy piano, more of like a, what are those things called, like the music boxes or whatever. That's like, it was playing a froggy music box tone every time she said anything. The fact that Sokka always trust your intuition, because you're right, I would say like 85% of the time, especially when Katara's being defensive, that's how you know that she's pretty much like using the fact that she likes Hama, and that was before she even knew she was a waterbender, shows that she has bias. And then the fact that Sokka, I don't know who it was that like opened the door. I think it was Sokka that opened the door, found all the puppets fell out.
Yeah,
I was like, that's creepy as fuck.
Yeah, that was creepy. The only thing I was like kind of like, I thought Avatar, because it does do misdirect sometimes. I thought there are some cases, like you said, when they're playing a little piano music, or Sokka saying like the grandma. I thought they were just trying to like, it's the grandma, but it's not. So I was like, that can't be the grandma. It's too obvious. On some scenes. That wasn't too obvious, but you know what I mean. There were some scenes like when she was in the middle of the field and she was grabbing water, and she's like, "You can grab water from anything. You gotta expand your mind." I was like, "Well, that's ominous as fuck." The way she
Like, now we're making you, like, we're pretty much hiding her evilness in plain sight. I mean, the fact that, like,
I feel
when they're
stupid
talking,
not knowing it, how you caught onto it, because I feel like obviously you're watching it, like, yeah, come on, bro, it's the grandma, but it's like, is it though?
sometimes it's like detective. I think it's like #1 lesson in detective. Sometimes the most obvious answer is the right answer.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was crazy because I mean, the villagers are talking about the full moon, people disappearing, and at that point, once you realize that she's a waterbender, then you kind of have to connect. Well, she's probably powerful as fuck during a full moon. And then my giant red flag is the fact that she had no problem killing flowers. Like, if you're a true like bender, like, and especially like a waterbender, you probably treasure life. Isn't that one of like their main like MOs, like their main ideologies, is like their preservation of life? The fact she kills flowers in no regard, just to like serve a better purpose. When they told the story of her like being in the prison, I get it, like she was being tortured, she was being held captive by the Fire Nation, they treated her like shit, which kind of like drove her down this path. And it was pretty much like, you know, a rat in a bucket.
Yeah.
Like, oh, when push come to shove, and it's either my life or whatever's like keeping me within these walls, I'm gonna find a way out one way or another.
Yep.
But the fact that like it takes an even darker turn. I was figuring that, oh, she's using the water in her body because the human body is 80% water. She's using the water inside her body to control it. That was my first reaction. It kind of even takes it even further. She's like, no, I blood bend. Which I guess is a similar form, because I believe there is blood. I feel like there is water, or water is like crucial to hydrating your blood cells. That's why you die of thirst before you die of hunger.
Yeah.
But the fact that she like made easy work of the rats, like as an experimentation, like, oh, she's pretty much those little to no regard for lower life forms, like flowers and animals and shit like that. And then she tried it on the firebenders that were, or whatever. She tried it on the Fire Nation that was keeping her captive. That shit worked like a charm. And that's what she meant when she was like, oh, Katara, it's finally great that, we're both from the Southern Water Tribe and I can finally pass down this knowledge to you. You can continue to pass the knowledge down. And in that regard, she won. Even though she got captured towards the end, she succeeded in that.
I mean, I'm on her side as far as the breaking out part. Like, my thing is where she kind of lost me is like, because you can see the flashback. Who knows how many, she said she kept on seeing the full moon for months, not years. And you can see that she wasn't a grandma when she broke out. So when you got out, like, I know the one scene where she got took and there was that lady, like, I don't know if it was her family or just other Water Tribe members that were crying, like, you couldn't go back, or maybe she didn't find a good mentor. Like, what led you down this path where you're still an old grandma in Fire Nation, capturing fire people, in prisoner under a mountain?
Because she was probably like locked away. She never wanted to feel like out of control again. She's like, oh, if that means I got to learn how to control her people to regain control of my own life, then.
Because you think about it, when did she make that turn though? Was it like, because now you flash forward, like, obviously if she was doing that from a get-go, eventually those people, if she was doing that like, as soon as she broke out, people probably dead that were in the mountain. Like, she could have killed people like, I'm gonna leave you here prisoner like you did me, and you're gonna rot like I rot. Or is this something that she just started? I
feel like it's like a tale as old as time. When you gain a sense of power and you feel like you're all powerful, then power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. And for a second there, I thought they were like kind of insinuating that maybe she's the Nini and Katara's scary story, but she's even worse. Like, I'd rather deal with Nini than have to deal with Hama's ass, like, trolling my ass like a fucking human puppet.
Nini's just a voice saying, I'm too cold. Well, get the fire on.
I'll deal with that. Like, okay, I'll just put some earmuffs on, like, block my ears, problem solved. When you're sitting there literally controlling my body, you literally make me punch my own dick until I die, that's some other shit altogether. And that was crazy. Like, yeah, real dark when she pretty much was about to kill Aang with Sokka's sword.
Impale his ass.
I was like, oh no.
And she would have if Katara wasn't there. That's what I'm saying. Like, Aang's the Avatar. Like, bloodbending, it has to be like super OP. It's almost like a cheat move. Like, you can do that to Ozai. Like, I'm trying to think, like, unless you like have Katara level waterbending, then you're like fucked.
That's what I'm thinking, because you were asking, like, how come Aang can't, like, fight back the fact that he was being controlled, but I feel like it's just levels of this shit. Like, Katara's like, okay, you're an Avatar, and that's the utmost respect, you're eventually going to master all 4 elements, but...
Because he's already mastered waterbending, that's why he moved on to Earth.
But even though he's mastered waterbending, he's not better at Katara. That's kind of dry, like, because Katara didn't even have to be trained on how to bloodbend. She just had to know that she could bloodbend, and she's like, oh, I'll figure it out. When push comes to shove, like, I will figure this shit out. If it comes to between figuring out or letting my friends die, then yeah, I'm figuring that shit out.
I mean, to be fair, Aang walked in on it, so it's not like Aang even.
Yeah, he was kind of ambushed, didn't know what was going on.
So maybe Aang can know, but I don't know if Katara's going to teach him.
Yeah, because he didn't even know bloodbending was a thing when he walked in on it. He was just like, oh, I just know that the old lady Hama's capturing all those people under the mountain.
Yeah, I would be okay with teaching Aang, because the thing with Aang, he's on the same level as Katara. He ain't going to do that shit unless it's last resort. But that's the type of shit that you would want to have. Like, that takes out Ozai. Like I'm saying, who else could stop that? If you're not a waterbender, if you're Ozai, Fire Nation, you're done. You're OP. You got him.
But it's almost, I mean, the reason I get it why Katara felt like almost like scared that she knew that shit and she had to resort to using it, and the fact that she probably felt it too, that Hama won by teaching her how to do that. Because it's almost like, think of like Doctor Strange and the Ancient One. Ancient One draws from dark magic, and it's not like, okay, I know how to do dark magic, but it doesn't feel like it's a win for you. It's like, damn, I'm like delving into this evil art form.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, you use it when push comes to shove, but you don't like the fact that you have to use it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is what it is. I'm sure that at this point, now that Katara knows how to use it, she's probably going to end up using it again to kind of hammer down that Hama ended up winning. But I mean, if anything else, like I said, you can use it on an Ozai. You have my utmost respect, and I'm not going to judge you if you use it on an Ozai.
Yeah, but especially if Ozai, like, I get it, like Aang, that one episode where they showed like the history of which was one of my favorite episodes, Avatar Roku and Sozin. I would have it in my back pocket. I'd probably try to approach Ozai. Hopefully he has some type of redeeming arc if he gets humbled and gets his ass kicked. I feel like he's one of those that you have to kick his ass 2 or 3 times, but if he's still on that fuck shit, then yeah, it's bloodbending time.
Yeah, because you have to choose between not doing it and your friends dying, or not doing it and the war being lost. Because of the Sozin's comment, then yeah, do that shit all day long. But yeah, I get it. You're going to feel guilty about using it.
Or the worst, man, you not do it and you start having your friends killed, and Momo has to go Infinity Gauntlet level, and then the whole planet's destroyed because Momo can't control his own power when he gets too powerful.
It'd be almost like, it'd be funny if it wasn't so sad that you truly in your heart believes that Momo could even stand the smoke. At this point, I mean...
Momo can handle bloodbending. That's how powerful he is. That wouldn't even work on Momo. He'd do that to Momo, like, what the fuck is this? I feel like a little flea in my vein.
He can't even do a good job of being Aang's scarf. If anything, if you want to... Like, Momo's true purpose in life is to be a meme. To be the Pikachu meme. He's a perfect thing for that because he looks like a white Pikachu. So that's his calling life. He should just own that shit. Or pretty much eating apple sloppy seconds. That's pretty much all you're good for at this point until you prove me otherwise. I'm revoking your lore title because you earned it in the last season. Okay, you're in your title. I get it.
You're revoking it? Why are you revoking that?
Yeah, you have my respect when you're controlling the Panther. You had your own Panther Mafia. But this book 3... I'm revoking your title Lord until you have to earn it back from me. That's all.
Back Lord Momo. I told you that I call him Lord Momo. You call him God Momo from now on.
I just call him Momo. And if he keeps acting this way, I'm just gonna call him Mo. He only gets half of his name. So other than that, great episode. I love the fact that it went dark, and it's just I feel like this is the start of just like pure greatness in terms of like storytelling and how dark they're willing to go. But final thoughts, Glacier?
Yeah, I'm totally. Yep, everything I ever said and more. Because like I said, now that Katara, even though Katara feels bad knowing how to do the bloodbending, obviously everything happens for a reason. So I feel like it's gonna come into play at some point. She's gonna use it, and she might not even want to. Like I said, it might be on. Like I said, it might even be Ozai. It could be on Azula because Azula doesn't fuck around either.
Yeah, she's just a big
and Azula always
adversary.
goes toe to toe with Katara. That's one thing I'd humble Azula real quick. Like, oh,
I'll do it to her just to know that I can't. Like, I won't kill you, I won't even hurt you, but I want her to do it to you just to know that I can't.
that's like the perfect person to do it to, because Azula is like, I don't want to say cocky. She's confident. She should be. She's like talented, natural talent. She's a perfectionist. She works hard on her craft. But that would be something to humble her real quick. Like, not even make it where it's a challenging fight. Like, I just go.
I'll just hold her still so she can't move and make her nose bleed just a little bit on some 11 shit and be like, all right, I'll let you go, but just know that I can do it to you anytime I want.
You know, I'm wondering with benders. I mean, I'm going down a rabbit hole here. Maybe people in comments will correct me unless it's a spoiler. But I wonder, like with benders, if you can make them bend too. Like, oh, I'm gonna make your hands move a little.
Yeah, how far does the control go?
I'm gonna make you set your own dad on fire.
Because then at that point, it's like, Katara might be even more OP than Aang.
Yep.
Yeah. Fuck, because if you can control Aang, then you're definitely more powerful than him because you're taking all his power. I'm not saying it won't even get to that point. I'm just saying, like, to know that you could, that is like, that's a pretty much like a gap in power sets at that point.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if it's like Avatar, obviously there's certain movements you do to control bending. So if you get a firebender and I do the right movements with the blood bending, can you make them shoot the fire?
But if that's the case, because remember with Magneto and X-Men, Magneto can pull the iron out of your blood and kill you with it. So what's to say that Toph can blood bend as well? Because you're, like I said, there's iron in your blood. Iron's a metal. She can control metal. So what's to say that Toph can't learn that shit too?
Yeah, so that's a long rabbit hole we can go down.
That's a slippery slope when it comes to blood bending.
So thanks a lot, Avatar, for throwing that extra little buff, I would say, in this episode, and definitely Dragon Certified.
Yeah, and I applaud you for calling it blood bending because that sounds way scarier than just water bending your body. But yeah, with that being said, Dragon Certified, fucking hit it. And there you have it, guys. Another one of the books. The real question is, what you guys think on there in Jurassic World Land? I mean, again, with the power sets, like, does this separate Katara as like possibly being the most powerful bender in the group, or do you feel like if she teaches Aang, then Aang, because he's the after, he'd be the most powerful? Also, do you guys think Toph can learn the skill, or if she does do it at some point, and it's a spoiler, don't tell us. But any Easter eggs, your thoughts on this episode, what you guys think? Let us know down below. Leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, and join the Dragon Squad. Check out other videos in the link descriptions down below. And thanks so much for checking us out. Until next time, we'll see you next time.